So, Leonardo, I'm pretty sure that you, as an expert in PMO, negotiate a lot. And as you said previous week when we had a discussion, you said we negotiate, well, practically from the day we are born. So maybe can you share with us what is your opinion? So how do you feel about negotiations overall?
I think it's the most complex topics that we can currently have. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It's not only for PMOs or project management. I do believe that it's very complex because since you are kids, since we are all of us kids, we are negotiating. First of all, with our parents, maybe with our teachers, maybe with our partners and colleagues into the kindergarten, school. No? And when you are growing in high school, university, you are really starting to negotiate, but seriously. But at the same time, in your personal life, you are still negotiating seriously. Because if you are living with your parents, you have to negotiate in same, depending of your age. For example, in Spain, currently it's so expensive to live out there by your own that you are many young people is living with their parents until 25, 28, 30 years old. So I think you are good enough. You are old enough for living for your own, but you don't have enough money, so you have to negotiate with your parents because you are living in their house. So if you have a partner or if you have a business or you want to create a business, and if you need a partner, you need to negotiate with him, with her, what part of you both are going to do, how much money, how's the participation, the stocks. You have stocks in the blockchain, so the tokens or whatever. And if you have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or you are married, you have to negotiate with them every day and always is seriously. So the negotiation is a very complex topic in everything, every day, everywhere, every time. For example, for all our audience to be here, we need to negotiate, Mariana and I, which is the best day, which is the best schedule, which is so in this case, informal, no, like colleagues of the profession, but you never stop to negotiate. So it's very complex. You can use techniques. There are several negotiation techniques, or maybe you follow your own instinct. Okay, because many times you can follow, yeah, the official or academic techniques they show us or they teach us in the master degree. Most of this is in business or very similar in project management and business management and so on. You received several classes in strategy for to negotiate for several techniques. But many of these techniques were developed the last century. Okay, we are agree that the human being we have hundred thousands centuries or years. Since the beginning of the times, we always are negotiating. So in this in academic researches, in academic perspective and point of view, they are teaching us from the techniques from past century. But the past century is very different from the current times. And when you are discussing with another cultures, it's very different as well. Just just for finishing this, but it is an introduction, a brief introduction. But for example, the Chinese people is one of the best complex people you can negotiate with them because they are not hurry about this. They are taking their time. They not have hurry about anything. By one hand, and by the other hand, they have money. They have resources. They have everything to negotiate. So they are in one, maybe two step forward for the rest of people. In USA, the USA, the North American people, not American, because American is from Canada to Patagonia. The North American people in USA, they are very another way of negotiation. They want everything very fast. Hey, I'm the biggest, I'm the superpower nation, and this is my terms, this is my rules, and you need to follow as soon as possible. If you are not doing, you know how it works. So it's very in Latin America, perhaps you need to take your time to meet people, to know how is the people, be friends before to negotiate. Um, Everywhere is different, but it's very complex to know all people, all countries, all cultures to negotiate better as much as possible from your perspective or from our perspective. So in these cases, well, I think you need a strategy to negotiate and the basic fundamentals of the strategy to negotiate, and later learning who is the people or who is the other side who need to talk and have an agreement.